Hey, this is Tori from TryArt, and today we're going to do some painting ASMR with flowers. I already have a sketch down on here, but I think I might actually do something different. So let's start by putting down a tone for our canvas. I'm using chrome oxide green, but I'm also going to mix it with some low viscosity polymer. This is just going to thin it out a little bit, because I find sometimes with your underpaintings or when you're toning canvases, you don't actually want a very opaque layer. But that's just me. If you like opaque layers, go for it. I won't stop you. So here's a really great tip if you have a high viscosity, or even if you're using one of our liquids. If it's getting a little bit too thick, the best solution that you can actually do is add some polymer to it. Whether it's the low viscosity like I'm using today, or our gel medium, or just our regular polymer. As soon as you add that back in, it's going to make your paint a lot more flexible again. It's going to bring it back down to the original consistency. So don't get rid of your paint if it's getting too thick. Just add some polymer and then you can still use it. Like, look at how great this is doing. She's thick. I'm waking her back up again. Now, of course, this is not high viscosity consistency because I'm using the low viscosity polymer, so it's going pretty thin, but that's okay. That's going to work for us today. But if you used a gel medium, that would bring it back to a high viscosity consistency. But look, she's beautiful. She's fine. So I did add some alizarin crimson in our liquid format. And this is just a really great example to show you that you can mix and match your paints. They'll all work together. So if you only have alizarin crimson in a liquid, but you're using HV, no problem. You got this. They're all made from the exact same acrylic base. It's literally just the viscosity that is different. So you're going to be good no matter what you choose, what you mix and match. So I'm going to put some of you down here. You're perfect. while you're painting as well is if your color is too bold, too bright, you want to tone it down a bit. Add a little bit of the complementary color. So choose phthalo blue, and white is a little too bright, so I've added some pyrrole orange to it. And look at the difference it makes. It tones it down. Doesn't take, it tones it down, but it makes it a little bit more, I don't want to say easy on the eyes, but it just kind of tones it down a little bit. It makes it a little bit more like it fits. If that makes sense. I do find that sometimes phthalo blue is a little too bright in general. Just the way it is. It's fine. Adding that complementary color really helps sometimes. And it works for any of them. So you can use it with red, add a little bit of green, vice versa. You already saw that I added a little bit of blue to my orange to create a darker tone. And this also makes a great tip if you want to create shadows as well. So you could add orange to your blue to make it darker. You're toning it down. So when you add that complementary color, it actually can act as a shadow as well. So here's that phthalo blue again. A bit more orange in it. And look at that beautiful shadow we've now created. That's fantastic. Color theory for the win. Fact, alizarin crimson is one of my favorite reds. I love it because it's just this beautiful deep red without being too bright. It works with various tones. There's lots of colors you can mix it with without it getting in the way. And it's not a super bright red, which, I mean, bright reds have a time and a place. heard some people say that you shouldn't use colors straight out of the tube. I am a firm non-believer in that. Because when you have all aspects of the rainbow, why wouldn't you take advantage of it? Yes, sure, mix your own colors, experiment, come up with brand new colors that no one's used before. But also, if you want to just use colors straight out of the tube, go for it. Why not? The way that you're going to use it is going to be unique to you regardless. So, be free. We talked about different blues and how alizarin crimson is great for darkening. But there's also a couple colors that are really great if you want to lighten without using white. Adding white can sometimes create too pastel of a color. Maybe it's not what you want, depending on what you're using. But if you want to brighten a color without losing the tone of it or making it more pastel-y, a couple options. You can use a color like magenta light, which is this one, which will add like a pink tone. It'll lighten up a color without it'll create a little bit of a pastel-y, mostly just because it is on that shade of the pink spectrum. You can use primary magenta, which will also help brighten up a color without turning it pastel-y. You can use a yellow, which will help brighten up a color and lighten it. You just need to be careful how much you use. Otherwise, if it's a color like blue, you're going to turn it green, or red, orange, but you can mix a little bit in without creating a different tone or creating a whole different color. You can just brighten everything up, which is lovely. So here I'm mixing Quin Scarlet with some magenta light. You can see we're getting a lighter, brighter Queen Scarlet, not brighter, but a lighter Queen Scarlet, adding in that pink magenta. And then because it is part of that pink spectrum, it does add a little bit of that whiteness that if you added titanium white, you'd get. Except this time you're getting it more of a lighter version of Queen Scarlet while adding that magenta tone to it. if you are using phthalo blue to mix, I highly recommend you start with a drop and then mix as you need be. Because if you notice, I just put literally a drop in this, and that's so dark. She's so dark. Favorite parts of a painting. If your undertone or your we'll just call it undertone for right now. If the tone you started with on the back of your canvas isn't what you want to go with, and you pick that perfect background color. It's like my favorite. Seeing how all the colors change as you change that color. Especially if there was a color that maybe like wasn't popping before and now it is. Like a flower that wasn't popping. Okay, so we have finished our study. I have finished our study. Let's go over the colors that we used in this, because I used a lot. We used alizarin crimson hue in the liquid. We used ultramarine blue classic in the high viscosity. We used titanium white. We used airline yellow medium. We used chemically pure cadmium orange. We used magenta light, a little bit of ultramarine violet blue shade, primary magenta. We used a little bit of pyrrole red light. We used quinacridone scarlet, which is now my favorite, a bit of phthalo blue green shade, and quinacridone magenta. We went through the entire rainbow to get this beautiful rainbow of flowers. You could use less colors than this if you really wanted to. I use a gazillion colors, and that's up to you. If you want to follow my lead, if you don't, you do you, boo. And let's see what you create. If you wanted to stick with a really basic palette to create something like this, especially if it's a study, I would highly recommend either using phthalo blue green shade or ultramarine, titanium white, airline yellow medium, where'd she go? Quinacridone magenta, and let's see. If you wanted an easy orange, I would go with cadmium orange, or I would pick going with primary magenta. If you wanted to stick to a very basic palette to get this, actually that's a lie. Take out the primary magenta, and I would use either the alizarin crimson or the quinacridone scarlet. And that would give you a full palette in 5 easy colors that you could also paint pretty much this with. This is Tori at TryArt. I had fun painting today, and I hope that I've inspired you to create something beautiful. I don't know if I can get up there and reach it, Evan. I keep looking at the camera to see if I can get up there and do it, and I can't. I'm trying to think if there's something else I should talk about while the camera's running. Actually, did I include the chrome oxide green? I didn't talk about the chrome oxide green. So the palette we used today is we used chrome oxide green to tint our canvas underneath. Then we used titanium white, airline yellow medium, quinacridone scarlet, pyrrole orange, chemically pure cadmium orange, quinacridone magenta, pyrrole red light, phthalo blue green shade, magenta light, primary magenta, a little bit of ultramarine violet blue shade, alizarin crimson hue, and ultramarine blue classic. Now, I know that I used a ton of different colors. This is a huge palette. I am a very chaotic painter, so a lot of times I use every color of the rainbow to my best advantage. If you would like a more manageable palette with primaries and some secondaries, I would recommend sticking with chrome oxide green, titanium white, phthalo blue, pyrrole orange, aerolide yellow medium, quinacridone scarlet, quinacridone magenta, and primary magenta. If you want to scale it back even farther than that to stick with just your primaries, I would recommend sticking with your titanium white, phthalo blue, aerolide yellow medium, and quinacridone scarlet. This is going to be able to get you almost any secondary color you can imagine and tertiary color. However, if you are painting florals, I would really suggest potentially switching out quinacridone scarlet with quinacridone magenta. A lot of flowers have that magenta undertone. This is going to make life a little bit easier for you. And there you go.